to my channel. If you are new here, hey, how are you? Hit that subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you can be part of our fam and you never miss any more of our videos. Before we start the video, I just want to do a quick PSA. I just want to say, pat on the back to myself for being very consistent. I'm very proud of myself for consistently putting out content for you guys. Hopefully it's good content. Hopefully you guys are enjoying our videos. I'm trying to come up with new and exciting things and not just keep everything makeup related. So I hope you've enjoyed everything so far. If you have any suggestions or videos that you want to see, put them in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to edit that for you. Also, to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed, watched 1 millisecond of my video, I just want to say thank you, because as always, your support means so much to me. It means that I'm doing something I like, and I also am doing something that you guys like, so that makes me feel really great. So enough of that emotional session. As you can tell from the title, we are doing an everyday makeup look. This is kind of what I wear on a daily basis if I'm gonna wear makeup at all. Usually, a lot of the times, 90% of the time, my everyday makeup is just doing my brows and a little bit of mascara and like my basic skincare. This is the look I'm gonna do if I'm doing an actual makeup. Like if I need a little bit of makeup to throw on, days I might have breakouts, days I just want to feel like being a little extra. So this is that everyday kind of look. Also, you're gonna notice that a lot of things are cream based, just because I feel like for everyday wear, cream based products are really good. So I just prime my face. I just used the Maybelline Hydrate and Smooth Primer just because it was right here in front of me, and it actually is a really nice primer. So today for foundation, we're going to use tinted moisturizers. We use the NYX Bare With Me Tinted Skin Veil, and we're also going to use the Maybelline Dream Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup with Sunscreen in it. I like to use this for everyday wear just because this does have sunscreen. So I like this, but this has sunscreen, and they're both really nice. This is more of a foundation though, so I just mix them for the extra sunscreen. You can apply this with a brush, you can use a sponge, whatever your little heart desires. I'm going to use a sponge, but again, it's whatever you like to get whatever kind of coverage. I like to keep things super natural. Doing natural makeup is like my aesthetic anyways. Even if I'm doing like a full glam face, I like to keep things pretty natural. But for everyday wear, I like to look like my skin, but better. We all want a little bit of enhancement every now and then. There's nothing wrong with it. Another thing you're gonna notice for my everyday makeup, I know a lot of people like to go really bronzy, and I am gonna use bronzer. I do like bronzer, but I like to go for more of that glow from within kind of look. So as you can see, which I think you can see, I do currently have some breakouts, and they're still not fully covered, but I don't like that. I don't like to have breakouts, but I do like that at least tone them down. They don't have to be 100% coverage, because like I said, we're trying to go natural. So for concealer today, we're going to go with my Jouer. Again, this is just, my concealer does vary. The only thing that I use for everyday makeup is those tinted moisturizers, but my concealer changes up all the time. So you can use whatever concealer you want and whatever tinted moisturizer you got. And we're doing this not really for coverage, even though the Jouer does have full coverage. We're doing this just to brighten up these areas. That's why I used a lot less than I would usually use if I was doing like an actual full face of makeup. Before we go in and set with powder, I'm going to take, this is actually a foundation stick from e.l.f. It's our moisturizing foundation stick. I really do love it for the foundation, but I use the shade Almond to contour with. It just looks really nice, and you only need a little bit. And I like to do this on, not just when I do everyday makeup, but I do it sometimes too, but I like it for everyday makeup because I'm really using this as my bronzer. And then I am going to set it with the powder bronzer just to set it, but I like the way, like I said, cream products look really nice. We're going to take a little brush like this. Just going to blend everything out. I'm also going to take what's just on the brush. I'm going to put this just on my lids because I don't really do eyeshadow for everyday wear. And then we're going to set everything. So for powder, we're gonna use my Fit Me and my Fenty mixture, and then we're gonna use my NYX bronzer to set the contour. And I literally just set it. I don't go in and add anything extra, I just set. Alright, so now that my face is set, usually I like to do this before I set my face, but I also forgot. But I tried to keep the powder right under my eyes. I don't go as low as I normally do. So for highlight, we're gonna use our ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Wisp. We're just gonna do. For a nice little glow from within. For eyeshadow, I like to use this matchstick from Fenty Beauty in the shade Cinnamon and just put that all over my lids, just for a nice little wash of color, and then tap it out. It just gives you a nice like little bronzed lid. Sometimes I go up too high like I did now. Take the brush that I contour with, if I go too high with that matchstick, and just kind of blend it back out. And then to set our cream highlight, I feel like I talked about this before that I like this because it's more of a natural highlight. Just gonna use just a tiny bit of this e.l.f. highlighter because it is so natural. We're just gonna use it to set that ColourPop Super Shock shadow, or the Super Shock cheek. Just to set, just setting. We're not really adding any product. We're just setting. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Maybelline for my bottom lashes, and the Maybelline Lash Stiletto for my top lashes. And as always, using these two products to do my brows, and these two products to set my brows. So I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. Alright, so we're back with our brows and some mascara on. Usually, like I said, I just do mascara, but sometimes I do put on my like individual false lashes. I don't do that every day, but it just happens if I happen to have them on, then that's just part of my everyday routine, and I kind of skip out on mascara. I just do bottom mascara, but when I don't have on individual lashes, I do use a lengthening mascara for my top lashes. For blush, I am obsessed with this right here. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush. You guys seen this in a video. And I like to use this with my finger. So I just take a bit on my finger, tap the excess off because a lot does come off, and then you just kind of tap it on your cheeks. And after I tap it on my cheeks, I like to go in with the sponge that I use for my foundation just to tap it out some more. And I like to put it only on the apples of my cheeks. I want that like rosy glow. I like to put it just right on the apples of my cheeks. And like everything else, I do set it with a powder. So I'm going to use my Wet n Wild blush lighter just because I really like this, and this has some glow to it, and we know I'm all about the glow. So we're just going to add just a dab of this. And the lips are super easy because all I do, any clear gloss, I have like 10 million clear glosses, but I really like this one from ColourPop. This is their So Juicy Plumping Glosses. I'm going to set my face. And this is my everyday makeup, very glowy, very simple, not a whole lot. I do usually go softer on the brows, but like I said, or I think I mentioned it, I'm filming a video right after this one, so I needed my brows to kind of look a little extra today, and I'm gonna put on my Ardell Wispy Strip Lashes. But if I were not filming a video, my brows would have been a lot softer and lighter, and I probably wouldn't even carve them out, just because I like to keep everything super simple and natural and just like an everyday look. I also forgot to use this. I've been loving this. As you guys know, the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I would have used this today, but I totally forgot about it. This is also really nice to put over top of your concealer for that extra under eye brightness and glow. So that is the only other thing I would add to this everyday look. So this is super simple. It's not hard. Anybody can do it. I still use quite a lot of products just because I use powders also to set my creams. I have dry skin, but I'm still not comfortable with just letting my creams be. But if you are, with half the time of this process and will use half the makeup. So this really is a super simple look. And wanted to, you could skip on using concealer and just use your tinted moisturizers. But you know, it's whatever you like. Some people for everyday, they like to go all out and be glam, and if that's you, congratulations. I'm super proud of you because I cannot. I struggle with doing wear test, as we all know. But this is my everyday makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.